Hi guys, so 5 tips on how to make your home look expensive. These are some great interior design tips that only we know.
Number one, large mirrors. Use large mirrors because it absolutely makes the space so much bigger because of the reflection and what you can see. A big yes. Number two, incorporating design on the ceiling. Ceilings are so important. We just paint them in one color and forget about them. Actually, ceilings make a huge impact in a room. If you have the same color on the wall and the ceiling, it looks absolutely amazing. Another way is you can wallpaper the ceiling in a textured wallpaper. Just keep it soothing, calm. Another way is putting track lighting on the ceiling. That's another way of doing
Lighting makes a big difference. The more you have on it, spotlights, pendant lights, track lighting. There's other things like paneling. Paneling looks great in the ceiling, and that just creates another layer to the room. When you walk in, your eye actually goes more towards the ceiling than it does the floor. So we always try and incorporate that into a lot of our projects.
Number three is lighting. Lighting is such a big thing in a luxurious home. You should have layers of lighting on every level, on the from the floor, from the walls, from the eye level up to the ceiling, floor lamps up to the pendant lighting. Lighting changes a room completely. Depends how you place it.
So number 4 would be having large rugs. For instance, in your master bedroom, putting a large rug underneath your bed just completely adds that warmth and luxury to a room.
If you have a big sofa and you put a small rug, no. You have to use large rugs to have the impact. You can cover the flooring, cheap flooring, big rug will change the thing. Will change everything. So I would say definitely, isn't it? We'd say large rugs. Use large rugs. They make a big impact to make your house look pretty expensive.
By the way, if you're finding that this video is valuable, click the link in the description and book a call with us.
And we'll give you a 15-minute consultation to help you. Number 5, accessorizing your home. Accessories play a major role in a house. It's always the end, that how the accessories are placed. Small, large, all are good. You want to add pop of color, that's the way where accessories come in. Because they can be changed, they're not so expensive. But accessorizing and placing them in the right way with books or anything, that is the ultimate, where the home looks like a design home. You enter, it's a wow factor, and that appeals to a home.
Number 6, wallpaper. Wallpaper is such a game changer, and we're not talking about loud and in your face. We're talking about subtle and textured, something that smoothens the room, makes it feel warmer, much more cozier. So we like to always tend to do the whole room rather than just the head wall, and it really uplifts the space.
And if you want to do head walls only, then try to get something impactful. Sometimes that really works. And then make sure the other walls are all very plain, subtle. They do not fight with each other.
They coordinate well.
Yeah, they coordinate together. They shouldn't fight with each other.
Fight for attention.
Yeah, exactly. Number 7, curtains and blinds. How you dress your window is also very important. It should just whisper, be subtle. It should not be loud and impactful. You want it to blend into the room. The length of the curtains have got to be the right size. If they're short, and they will not look right. If the blinds, Roman blinds, you have to make sure that they are well made and with no visible stitching and look so impressive. But they should just blend in with the wallpaper or the wall colors. That makes more impact because it's like a whispering wow factor.
Yeah, giving attention to small things like windows, radiators, these are all things you try to cover as a designer because they aren't where your attention should be lying. It should be in the whole room rather than just the window or the radiator.
They should just be there, that we are there. We are just supporting the whole room.
Number 8 is paneling. Paneling is a game changer. It adds so much depth to the room and it just gives that wow factor. What we find is you don't have to spend much to make it look effective. It can just be in certain parts like the head wall or going up the staircase where there's paneling on that side.
Yeah, and it's long layering. And also you can do paneling and just put it at a certain height and put lighting on top. That is another thing, that paneling can be of immense use in rooms or into the house, and does make it look expensive.
Number 9 is keeping earthy tones. In our experience, we believe that homes should be timeless, and keeping colors to a minimal of earthy kind of tones means that the longevity of that space will It will be there.
Last
It lasts
for
forever.
it'll never
It will never date.
It'll always be pleasing to your eyes, and
Soothing.
yeah, very, very soothing. So I think that is a very, very important thing, that it should be earthy tones.
We've done homes which have been over 15 years old,
Yes.
and till this day, because we've stuck with that color palette, they still look up to date.
Yes.
And I think that is what's so important. People make that mistake of wanting that pop of color. It looks great for that initial time, but then after a year, 2, 3, you hate it. You want to change. So, and we already know that interiors are expensive. So why change? Just make it perfect and change it with accessories rather than the bigger ticket items.
Yeah, because colors can make or break a room or a home, to be honest. Number 10, flooring. Now, flooring is super, super important as well. So if you say you're wanting to use tiles, always try to make the tiles as big as possible, because the less joints and grouting, it is more hard wearing, and also it looks more attractive. It flows. There are not so many breaks. Or if you're using wooden flooring, it's a nice way at the moment to use chevron, which actually looks very good, makes the room look bigger, and it's very, very clean and regimental. It does work well.
Yeah. And we always try to go for very subtle tones. So with ones which have less pattern on them, that way you don't find the flooring so jarring. It's more smooth when you walk in.
Yes.
And it just allows that space to
flow, yeah, exactly. And it makes the room look bigger.
We always like to try and put the same flooring throughout the whole of each room in terms of the whole of the house. So for instance, from the entrance to the lounge to the kitchen, and the bathroom has a very similar tone, so that the flooring just matches quite well together.
Yeah.
Even up to the staircase, we tend to put carpet, but the carpet matches the flooring.
Yes.
That way that space feels so much more bigger. It feels so much more luxurious.
And expensive. It looks really expensive. Even though you can get something cheaper wood flooring, but still get the impact. It's got to be the right color and the right choice.
Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and comment on and any other questions that you may have.